Set or Camazot's in the jungle more?
I would prefer Cam in the jungle. I think Set just farms in mid a little bit easier, so that's what I would take.
Well, we'll have to see. Adapting. We got an interview with him earlier. Is he going to be playing the Camazots, and how's it going to look? It's game 1 of Hounds and Leviathans, and it's J-Mac and Mifflin to kick it off.
Yeah, thank you so much, Gore. And inbound over on the desk. That's right, it's J-Mac, it's Miff, and it's Doug here for game number 1 between the Hounds. But seeing it as a mid laner, kind of jump in. Ducky able to dash away from Final K's ultimate, adapting on the way, but Ducky should be fine as long as he jukes the bats. Does get to pick up the push on the Final K under the tower. One more tower shot will not be enough. He needed the boulder, but he didn't have the shot to get
Adapting?
it. Adapting's got the swoop to clear up the kill, and it's the Leviathans on top for first blood.
Man, that is tough. First off, Ducky survives far too long. Oath up to the air. Final K overstay. That's an easy pickup. Does he have the wall? He does. Puts him on the wrong side of it, so Adapting will make him
closing in. Adapting, I don't think he realized he's being surrounded by everybody else. Has to hammer away, jump from Adapting, but now he's found out that Neilma standing by in the jungle. Gets some backup from Fine OK, slows down Neil. It's a massive rotation to try and take down Neilma, but it's going to pan out just fine for the Leviathans. Another kill for them, but Ducky nearly gets one. Boulder doesn't go towards Adapting. Mid-camps, shield and cooldown buffs. Now a fight onto Oath has been brought his way. Gets a bailout from Neil for a bit, but swipes in from Adapting, and the snipes from Panda Cat are good. Benny Q in the middle of everybody does already expend the ultimate and his beads. And now Vapor's Coast forced to rotate over, but this might already be a losing battle. The stun connects to Wrong You. The Desert's Fury are good. And one more spear from Vapor's Coast knocks him down.
Eldritch Hounds still have a lot left in the tank. Could push a little bit more pressure forward. Green buff taken away. It's the Hounds once more, just caught unaware in the jungle. The Leviathans seem like they're much more willing to take these engagements. Shinto perhaps unhappy with the pace of his lane. Hits that
Yamoja can force Wrong You to stay off at that point. Does a couple Riptides and helps secure one spot. Ducky pulled back by the ult from Fine OK. Shinto nearby, dies at the tower. It is a full commit to Ducky, but he's got the double push. It's a triple commit for Ducky, and the Leviathans will get their kill.
Man, Ducky cannot catch a break. Needs a little bit more help over in that lane. Maybe some more vision. Could help out a bit as well. Would have spotted out that rotation from Shinto. Can't really stop
dedicated magic defense item just yet, but quick taunt from Wrong You. Pulls Neilma out of one. A rotation in from Fine OK to try and slow things down, but Panda Cat's got the snipes on Oath, who dies over at the Gold Fury pit, and right away the Leviathans head towards the Gold Fury. Might be too little too late for Coast. Goes in with the Desert's Fury. Doesn't steal that one away now. Needs to get away because of the taunt in to get the beads from Coast. Jump out. And the Leviathans are still continuing to do so. Dive in by Shinto. Pops the Kingslayer. Gets beads away from Benny Q with Oath nearby. All the damage from these spawns are good for Shinto, but he's got to get out of the fight. Final K goes in, gets an ultimate on 2, throws him right back in, but the follow-up is there for Shinto. Skewers do a ton of damage back. And now Oath diving to the back line. He tries to go for the hammer, but he gets taunted out by Wrong You. Perfect timing for the support of Leviathans. Nets them a second kill in this fight. And maybe a continued re-engage with the pillar going at.
So Leviathans with the aggressive positioning once more. Wrong You forward, finds Benny.
Benny, half HP, does have the ultimate, uses it now. No, from Final Case, not going to pull anybody back. The snipes, though, are good, and the dot from Adapting is enough to find that kill. Ult from Neilma, just to make sure to keep the rest of the team alive. And Leviathans have already done what they need. They've got their one. Maybe they can go for a second, but the taunt was on Ducky. He doesn't get his follow-up that he was hoping for. Wrong You gets to bail himself
Neilma
out.
playing very well.
Oath's up in the sky, dunks down on top of 2, but immediately has to go away. Got beads out of Shinto, which is a great start for Oath, but now it's a beads out of both the carries as Wrong You goes into his own death. Final K doesn't pull anybody back with his ult, and Sen gets pushed under tower. The jump to get him out, and ultimate from Neilma will lock in just one. Now one is Shinto, and that Shinto is gone. The Eldritch Hounds find their fight back.
For all the talk of lack of confidence, it's overconfidence that takes down the Leviathans.
Adapting has steal potential, does have ultimate and the bailout from Wrong You, who's on the way, but the Eldritch Hounds get the Fire Giant. Can Adapting clean up any of these kills? Coast is still healthy. Wrong You goes in, gets the taunt against Coast, but Panda Cat knocks down Ducky, who was zoning the whole time, but it's 2 in the back line. as Panicat finds his own double kill. Final K on the Resurgence dives in, gets ult on 2, throws him right to Panicat, but he gets walled and hit with a double tap, has to use the beads and the Aegis and gets knocked away by BennyQ. Now it's just Final K versus 3, and he'll take down 1.
He might
With
win
full
it.
HP, he could just keep this fight going. BennyQ is low. Final K finds the body blocks and gets an ultimate away from BennyQ. Stunned. The breath is good. BennyQ needs to get a heal, and he needs to get one fast. Able to get something to help out on Final K. He's just healing everything right back in. Gets the stun afterwards. Final K.
Wait, more?
Dude. Oh, he's got Shinto back. No wonder he's keeping this one and this party going. Kill for Shinto. Leviathans, they remove the entirety of the Fire Giant buff.
I mean, beautiful body block from Final K. That is the strength of Cerberus.
Cool. I'm out of here. Head over to the other side of the map where Oath is going down to tower. Gets caught out of position. He's going to try him back. And Final K get... No, the snipes from Panicat are there. Oath
What is going on?
threw the hammer into the wall. Final K gets the kill. I don't know what Oath was doing up there.
I mean, he was farming up on the right-hand side alone, met up with Final K. Final K bullies him, as Serb's going to do. Slow immunity as well as additional defense. Keep your eyes on this one, though. Benny in first.
BennyQ gets the ultimate, but it's a double relic out of Panda to the sky for the boulder. Connects. BennyQ now picked up, thrown under tower, stunned in place. And a turn and burn is good for Coast to take down Panda. BennyQ will fall 1 for 1 as Oath dunks in the middle, but finds nobody on the initial damage, and Adapting steps too far forward. It's one more for the Hounds. A 2-1 trade, about to make it 3, because WrongU, he can't get back to the team. Coast shuts him down. The Hounds have 3.
Benny does it all on his own there, walks up, finds the multi-man card, and says, my ultimate will cost me my life, but I will do as much damage as I can before I fall. And does. And
the Hounds might be able to just take this one for free. Let's take a listen in with the Hounds and see how they react around this fire with Final K nearby.
What are we doing?
Are we command?
Yeah, kill, serp.
Nice, kill Serp.
Yep, push.
Yep, nice. See,
In wall. He
Jump,
jumped.
jump,
He
jump.
jumped. TP.
Yeah, it's fine though.
I'm
Send
on
no
my way.
beads though. Send doesn't want to
I mean,
fight
sell me.
I'm healing you. I kill Serp eventually. Reset
Yeah.
this and kill, I think.
No, yes,
Reset it.
We have to. We still took the kill now.
Yep. That's one.
Ram roll.
I vault now.
No relics, Rama.
I missed everything. I gotta reset.
It's done. Get out.
Ram ults.
Oh, I'm dead again.
I'm playing with you in case that goes to you. Just try and run if you can.
I'm dead.
You as well.
You got too low. Like we just have to.
We have to kill them.
Yeah.
Mifflin, it's the listening curse that rang from Roll Stars and has now made its way here again. The Eldritch Hounds had everybody in fire. All they had to do was kill Final K, keep Shinto out. They do none of that. They lose 4 and the Fire Giant to Leviathans.
I would never be more tilted than the Hounds. The first thing we hear on Listen is, what do we do? The second thing we hear is, kill Final K, and nobody's on him except for Ducky chasing out the whole time alone. If you're gonna ask, listen, right? Don't ask me, then do something else.
Ducky by himself to try and defend, picked up by Final K and thrown to the Wolves. The Leviathans have turned this game right back around.
Too. So I think it's maybe a little bit of a counter pick there, but I'm excited to see what Adapting does with the Merc.
Same. I've always loved watching Mercury, and this is going to be no different. We'll see how it does here as we jump into Game 2, Hounds versus Leviathan.
We'll see how the Leviathans can now pilot this Mercury for Adapting, and the Pele once more for Shinto, which has been a crucial pick for Leviathan in some of their winning sets.
But that's just to deliver WrongU into the backline like we had just seen.
Oh, to the sky, dunk on top of 2, gets ultimate from Pandacat and the beads. And WrongU may be left out by him's lonesome. Oath wants to get the wall, but a Dark Pillar's down by Neil. Modspin is there, and first blood for the Hounds and Oath.
Great dunk there from Oath, gets involved, burns away the beads, and gets the ultimate from Pandacat. So if you can cycle back through in a minute or so. Once
walks
that
into 3, loses beads because of it, but Jean-Qui mid, you go for that full damage style, Final K. Now in a fight against Ducky, Pasta Beads gets an ultimate from WrongU, walks into the tower line. Do they have the damage to kill Ducky is the question. A card dropped on top. Ducky goes back in, but he doesn't have anything else. Sonic Boom from Adapting. One more in hand is good. But can Adapting get out of the tower line? WrongU.
Wow.
Gonna hold that one for him. 3 health bars at a quarter. You might want to separate because here comes the dunk in by Oath. He gets Final K.
Good taunt.
But he's taunted back right in. Neilmon and BennyQ show up, and they can make it a 1-for-1.
Watch Shinto, though. Won't stay 1-for-1 for long. Pyroclast takes down Oath. Benny, Neilma, both healthy. Benny into the wall. Should secure his escape, but he decides to re-engage, and Adapting's isolated.
Quick dash out from
to defense and
Adapting
how it's going to operate in the team fight. But I really would like to see just a little bit more tankiness from Final K, and I'm sure we will see some of it develop as the game goes on.
Wrong you ults to adapting. Final K pops the ultimate and goes in the middle of 3.
Wow.
Taunt back from Wrong you. Pulls Neil out of position, but Oath is up in the sky. Who's his dunk target? Shinto's used a lot in this fight, but Final K's got nothing left except his beads. Nearly turns it around, but Shinto gets the last swing. It's 2 for 1. This time, for the Eldritch Hounds, they returned fire to Leviathans in their own territory.
Great juke from Final K to keep his life up for a little bit longer. After that teleport over wall from Oath, I thought it's wall, Final K's life guaranteed.
Now
Turns on
denying
his
some
heel.
more farm over to Adapting, who's gone double crit first 2 items. Final K stuck inside a tower, knocks it away, and now has the entire squad
Dude.
alongside him once more. Ducky needs to buy a net because he can't catch a break right now.
Dude, it is insane the amount of pressure the Leviathans have put onto Ducky this entire set so far.
But I think my question now comes, you know, typically in the past, right, at least recently,
Uh-oh.
we don't see a whole lot of crit
Neil.
because that's because there's answers to it. But right now, there's no answer for Adapting. Whoop onto Neil Ma. Drop down into death, and another kill for Adapting will nearly stack up that rage. One more till its completion. Leviathans,
What about this
they got nothing
Pyromancer?
stopping them.
What about this Stygian Beacon? And the Eldritch Hounds are like, well, I was ready for 3 out of 4. They haven't asked anything.
Oh no.
The question they're asking is, are you ready to stop my jungle split push? Clearly the answer is yes.
I don't think anybody's ready for anything. Penny beats Aegis. Gets help from Neilma. That's one answer back. Penny used the second charge vault just to clear wave. Ducky shows up to try and bail out. Shinto's got nothing left in the tank, and it's a kill for Coast, but Adapting takes down Betty Q, who walked back in. Wrong you pays the price immediately after. Silence on a Final Case stops the remaining bit of damage, but now the Panda Cat's
Goodness.
in, level 17.
Goodness.
Free casted the whole game, shows up to one fight, gets a double kill right away. Leviathans, who's gonna stop them right now? The answer is not the Hounds. Coast to the sky,
Needs
needs
3.
all 3, misses
Oh.
the third. Adapting lives.
Shinto,
Not as much lifesteal. One good Pyroclast on a wave should heal him back up, but Leviathan's waiting for a moment. A taunt
Oh,
onto Neil
man.
Ma. He's nearly gone. The dot's not quite enough from the items, but Adapting. Sonic Boom to the back for
Whoa.
the 1 kill and 600 after 600 crit. Who's going to stop
Too
Adapting? The
early.
Fountain is going to stop him because he misses the dash. But a left side Phoenix goes to the Leviathans. Wall by Oath is good. Vapor's Coast walks up, gets taunted right back in by Wrong You. To the sky is Coast, but on landing he has a whole heap of hell waiting for him. Panda Cat swinging on his way, but he doesn't get the ones that he
Coast
needs.
alive?
Shinto dashes out. Panda Cat takes down Ducky. And the health bar is not so great on the side of Leviathans.
Oh, it's in no man's land, and he's been spotted now. Panda Cat off the mark with Banish. And Shinto low HP, needs to play cautious, but it's Benny on the chopping block. Steps too far forward, does plenty of damage, but cannot survive himself. And now it's the Leviathans with 2 dead on the Eldritch Hounds, knocking on the mid-Phoenix.
Mid-Phoenix. Half HP. Neilma ultimate onto Panda Cat. He's up in the sky. Keep your eyes on Oath. Never mind. Panda Cat did. He said, okay, I see you. Here's all of my damage. And a taunt in by Wrong You. Neilma just got back, and he's already going to go to the grayscale yet again.
Oh, no.
The whoop is off on the mark this time. Shinto, credit for that kill, but Panda Cat, who was nearly dead, back to full HP. It's only Coast to defend. Never mind. He's taunted back in. Coast is gone. Leviathans take game 2.
I mean, the Levi's are just playing so much faster than the Eldritch Hounds. The Hounds weren't ready. And it's exactly as you
Show
said. It's
at
not
least
as if the
something in this set. It's a really
Yeah.
somewhat demoralizing, at least, getting 3 out in such dominant fashion. So I want to see the Hounds do at least something this game, get ahead, maybe even take the game. If they do take it with a comp like this, I love that for them.
And honestly, it's going to be the big test. Can they do it? Backs against the wall. They have to win, or it's a big dub for the Leviathans. It's game 3, and it's J-Mac and Myth.
Thank you so much, Gore and Bobby on the desk. J-Mac,
mark
Myth,
so far
and
in
Doug
this set.
back for...
So if the Eldritch Hounds can keep their heads above water, maintain a relative state of parity, things could look better.
Well, Benny's got beads.
Ahem.
Beads don't save you from all of this damage. I mean, that was a dash away from Benny Q, followed by an immediate volcanic lightning. Man, that's a nearly 3,000 gold investment for Ducky. Neilma ults 2, pulls him back in. No beads or ultimates used in return. But now it's a turn and burn back on Neilma. Stun is good. And now with Shinto here, the party's
Good
started,
stun.
but it's a crash from Oath to nearly take down one. Doesn't end up getting one, but he trades his life to double kill for Shinto. And even with Benny Q stepping up, It's giving Vapor's Coast some extra confidence to go in. Stun kicks on a Panda Cat, gets him in the sky. And Leviathans take it 2 for 1.
mean, that's
kills
a
over
great
anything
thought.
else. I don't want to see passive Thors. Thor's all about the big plays and want to start seeing some more.
He's doing a good job of it so far. And you can even see it reflected on map a bit here. Panda Cat now slightly behind. Cage is good. Benny is not. He is simply removed from the map. That's gonna keep happening, is the thing. I'm looking at the screen here. No Phantom Shell just yet. Neomai's gonna want the ability to get up into the air or a self-banish, and Camazotz does all that.
Ducky needs some help, needs a way out, but he's got neither of those ones. Push against Shinto, nearly takes him down. Oath dunks in, secures it with the wall. Ducky lives. Oath gets one. Fine OK gets him on a double tap and the spin. Double kill for Oath. The Hounds back in it.
It's about time Ducky got some help on these ganks, right? Feels like game 1 and 2 we're talking, man, Ducky survived a really long time. He did a lot of damage, you know? It was not easy to kill him, but nobody was there. This time Oath shows up, and he shows up big and turns the fight on its head. A double kill over to the jungler. And
Chained up by Neomai. Benny Q dangerously walks in the middle of 3, uses the Aegis early and the beads after. Neomai tries to pull back Shinto, does do so with wrong use help. And Adapting still barreling forward. Benny Q is low, but Wallace caught up Vapor's Coast, and Adapting has grabbed Benny Q all by his lonesome. Aegis from Vapor's Coast buys him an extra bit of time. Stun from Wrong U, gets beads from Oath. And a fight that looks so great starting out for the Hounds comes up for the Leviathans.
I think low key he's not on the ball with it, so you're right to call it out. But keep my eyes on it there is keeping eyes on Ducky. Or they lance Leviathans, and it just happens to him every time.
The Ducky right now should be screaming, Gold Fury, Gold Fury, Gold Fury. There's 3 over here. Hounds are at the Fury. Leviathan's got to know that they're going to be losing out on this one. They get their kill. That's great. And Leviathans probably say that is worth the risk that they were willing to take. Gold Fury for Ducky's life.
I mean, I don't even think he needs to do either. Take 1 bomb, back up, lifesteal it. Could have been an option for him instead. Valkyrie's discretion does make him a target.
Oh, no.
Oath dead in the air. I believe that's a Bluestone and Crusher proc that takes him down.
Neomai in the sky. Knockup misses by Ducky. Neo goes for the ultimate. He's got to find 3. It's only going to be Fine OK pulled in, and a kill for Ducky. And now I push Leviathan's back, but Adapting gets grabbed. Has to use the beats to get away from Chain Coast. And Benny just do a little too much damage. And even with Wrong U stepping up, that's not enough. Benny Q takes down 1, about to grab a second one. It's a double for Ducky. Shinto's got a lot of damage. Neomai Shell might have been his one saving grace.
Man, Ducky's getting so much done. Pool just barely off the mark, but Panda Cat not out of it just yet. Vapor's Croast credit for the kill. There needs to be some anti-heal. There needs to be an answer for Ducky. This is very clear a Hercules fast. Right now. It's fast enough. We'll see if Fine OK can slow him down.
Don't teeter around Fine OK. He was able to bail out long enough for Leviathans last time. Fire Giant down to a quarter HP.
Oh,
all bombs expended by Benny Q. Fire Giant low, secured by the Hounds, but the team fight after. It's already Benny Q off the map. Neomai, half HP, forced out, but Adapting blinks in. Gets the screech, but gets hit by the knockup. Can't continue to chase on Coast, but still go for Neomai. Double kill for Shinto. Ducky, who's been so survivable this game. He's caught between a rock and a hard place. He has literally nowhere to go, but there's no damage being pumped into him until just now. Finds a triple push and a triple dunk by Oath. The turnaround by the Eldritch Hounds has been a massive swing. Vapor's Coast takes out Adapting. Ducky finds another pick back on Fine OK, and it's a double for the kid.
Man, that is just ridiculous. Ducky is unkillable. The Iron
They
Mountain.
can now group back up once more. The question is, will there be a response from the Leviathans?
This
Oath
can't
gets
happen.
picked off in the jungle, and all that lead that they could have had potentially squandered away, because now the Leviathan's starting to collapse back in.
Yeah, Oath has just been caught out too many times now in that jungle fight, and it's been Shinto each time that's hunted him down, found of this mid-Phoenix. Left side bird is back up, but on 50% as well. Leviathans, I mean, the longer it goes, the squishier they get, so it's an all-in.
Beats from Coast, ultimate from Shinto, clips the wall, but he's still getting some damage, but now he's being collapsed back on. You dive into 3, the 3 dive right back, and Oath crashes in just for good measure. Mid-Phoenix gone, right side gone, left. Just a couple more in hands because it is a weakened Phoenix. Coast can walk right in with the team, take that one down, And now the Leviathan's fighting with no birds left.
I thought the Leviathans would really commit a bit more there. Final K holds on to his own ultimate. Panda Cat's too far to deal damage. Has the ultimate for this. Keeps him alive for a moment, but just a moment.
Well, Final K hit 4 people with ult, and all 4 of those people turned and said, okay, what else do you got left? The Eldritch Hounds. They have turned this game back around. They have kept this set alive, and they will push it into Game 4.
This one much better from the Eldritch Hounds. Proactive play across.
Something that we had to keep our eyes on. Plus, like you mentioned, Strife is one of my favorite CC abilities in the game from Discordia. We'll see how well it works here. Can the Hounds push us to 5? Or the Levi's going to close it out here in Game 4? We'll find out with the casters.
Yeah, we're not going to start our weekend with a 3-0. Instead, we're going to move into game number 4 now with the Hounds and the Leviathans. It's J-Mac, Mifflin, and Doug.
For their first potential engagement, but it's Final K dropped low first.
HP adapting, goes in with the dazzling offensive. He's bringing the Fire Giant into this mix. Ducky tries to dash away, but he's met by adapting, pops the beads. One more hit to Ducky would do it. Zhong Yu's going to try and go in. He gets the ult, but a beads by Ducky keeps him alive, and it's a kill for Oath in the back. Takes down adapting, but it's a 1-for-1 trade.
1 for 1 with first blood to the Hounds, I believe. Ducky has just proven to be unkillable, and it's not a Hercules thing, it's a Ducky thing now. Just squeezes his way out of that engagement. All the while,
space. Fire's only at half HP.
Are you
it's
serious?
Not taking a whole lot. The Leviathans, they got to be committed now. The Golden Apple's been expended. It's on top of Panda Cat. Use the Supernova. The Leviathans get the Fire Giant, and Shinto takes the first kill. It's Benny Q down, and Oath doesn't have ultimate. Remember, he started everything using it. Ducky's being pulled around. Not enough healing this time. Double kill for Shinto. Neil Raw used the Riptide. That's not going to get him far. It's 3 for Shinto. Triple kill for the Leviathans mid laner, and Oath stands by, noticing that adapting's in the jungle. The Leviathans, they get away with murder. They take 3 kills and a Fire Giant.
The Leviathan said, look, we've got a game
to see exactly what happened. How this fight went so well.
Secures it. Benny's collateral damage.
On Benny in the middle of the ult. Shinto gets dove onto the back line. Shell keeps him alive throughout all of that one. He essentially got to free cast that game. Had a couple of supports pop back around him. Said, hey, we got you back. Shinto picks up a triple kill.
To keep it relatively even so they can do as much as possible now. It's Benny Q on the chopping block. Golden Apple, no good. Beads will keep him alive. Hopefully, but Final K, different ideas.
Aegis and
Watch
Shield
Oath.
keep him alive. Wrong you dunked on Oath. Removes the support from the Leviathans. Phoenix on the top side. He's coasting Ducky trying to do with that. Adapting's all by himself. He's going to need some help. Might not be able to save this bird. Ducky going to go for the bailout. The body blocks from the in-hands. They're good enough. The Phoenix is still alive, but coasted Ducky. Slower on the push-up, waiting for these minions. But as the next wave comes in, let's listen to the Leviathans on this siege.
Guys, we got it? We got it. Are you guys okay? I found the
We're good.
Throw thing. Conchito? I'm frenzied. Careful. Come on,
We're good. I have beats.
Careful, boys. I'm ulting. We can disco.
Look out.
Yeah.
I hit them.
Play together.
Look out.
Careful, boys. We can lose here. We can lose here.
They fucked the wall.
We never lose here. We're winning this shit.
We're still winning.
Yeah.
I'm healing.
Just care for disco.
Go disco.
I think
I'm trying to get
Ronnie
there.
has stun. Oh, close.
He's
He's gonna die,
stunned.
Ronnie.
Anchor no Aegis.
Honor's
Nice,
dead. Nice.
nice.
Let's go jump in. Let's go jump in.
Nice.
Nice.
In the back
Okay,
door.
okay.
Nice.
I'm coming.
Nice.
Yo, this is gonna be low. You can maybe just do it, Alec.
We can go.
Oh, yeah, maybe I can.
I think you guys can go Phoenixes.
Yeah.
What even happened? You guys commit for that?
Well, that fight started off so poorly for the Leviathan. Shinto gets nearly killed, and then Oath dunks in the back. Left side is back online, but there's a fire minion wave on the way. And I don't think that Ducky has enough damage to defend it by himself. Shinto up in the ultimate. Gets a little bit of damage. The Golden Apple misses everybody. It bounces back to them. And now Ducky's by himself against 5 Panda Cat. Nearly goes down. Dunked back in by Ducky and Oath. The fight is back for the Eldritch Hounds. They've taken Panda Cat out of the equation, and Wrong You is next one down. Vapor's Coast gets one as Shinto. Thunder crashes away from the rest of the squad, trying to buy time. He gets stunned out, uses the Aegis, but there's just too much follow-up damage. The Hounds, they defend their mid-Phoenix, but someone's got to go back and defend the Titan.
Yeah, the Levi's, they knock on the door of the Titan room, get pushed back, and by the time they're low enough HP that they now it's the Eldritch Hounds with 5 against the 2 remaining members of the Leviathans. Not enough time to end the game, even if they knock down this bird. But maybe enough time to find a little bit more value after.
Oh, another Golden Apple.
Well, they're
doesn't
going
get
for it?
anything. It's 5 seconds for Panda Cat. He might have his ult by the time
This
he
is
gets
dangerous.
back in. Adapting, hits a lot with the Typhoon.
That's
and
it.
Vinocaine gets a kill. Panda Cat's back up, and it's another one taken out. Adapting goes down, but Vinocaine's picked up the double. Panda Cat gets a double as well. The Leviathans hold firm. The Hounds stick around for too long.
The Eldritch Hounds base defense looks so good in the last two fights. This panic end. I mean, that's really the only way to describe it. Shinto should just be dead here. Unfortunately for him, we'll spend another 60 seconds in the grayscale. But I'm not sure he's even necessary to knock down the Titan here. 50%.
Oh, wow.
Minion waves flooding in. A barely standing mid Phoenix and 3 members of the Leviathans moving forward.
Yeah, it's just Oath to defend. He used everything to kill Shinto, so he's got nothing left for the rest of the Leviathans. It was a good fight back in Game 3 for the Hounds, but it's the Leviathans in 4. They take the set 3-1.
Yeah, just a very panicky